no pressure and see if he can do it in the Premier League on a regular basis. That's what I think.
I just think, as you mentioned, the whole cog thing, right? If we look back to when we was top of the league, it was Højbjerg and Sissoko together, and they were forming a partnership. They they were taking pictures of each other in the dressing room, calling each other the GOAT. They were booking family holidays to Butlins together.
Yeah.
They had a little thing going on there. And then all of a sudden, Jose changed it. Very similar to Toby. When we were doing really well, Toby started. So, I think 7 out of 8 of our clean sheets in the Premier League, Toby had played in. He's the Rolls Royce. He needs to play. And I think that Højbjerg and Sissoko energy, I'm with you. They bring energy together. So it allows, a bit more time for those forward players not to have to do so much running.
But is that because and he was making, as I say, I think he was making space further up the pitch for the likes of Bale, for the likes of Delhi, to come back into the fold. I think that, and this is obviously just speculation because I've no inside information. But the fact that Delhi wasn't sold, like Levy, that was Levy saying I'm not selling him. The fact that Bale's here but not getting on the pitch, and then all of a sudden now he's actually getting more game time and he has made an impact now. But Jose has kind of had to change his ethos, I think, to fit these players in. Where prior to that, we had on one side we had Son, we had on the other side virtually Bergwijn playing, and then you'd have Dembele and Lo Celso switching in the 10 role all the time. And Bale wasn't getting anywhere near the team, and Delhi wasn't even getting near the squad. But now it's as I say, he wants to make way for or make space for these players, which means that he still wants to keep Dembele involved, and he's dropped him back, and that's been to the detriment of Sissoko and the balance that gave to the side. And that's a balance that no one wants to talk about, because no Spurs fans want to talk about Sissoko providing balance to the side alongside Højbjerg, because no one likes it. Sissoko's shit, apparently. He doesn't offer anything. So,
he's got no end product, but his energy and work rate is phenomenal. And in actual fact, over the last couple of years, he was an essential cog. When he went out injured, last season, it was oh God, Sissoko's out, no good. He does bring a lot of energy. And I think, because we have Højbjerg, people look at that and go, oh, well, we've got Højbjerg, we don't need that. But in actual fact, with the weakness of our defence, they need cover. They need some protection. And I think we've actually realised how much of a blow Lo Celso's been, because not only does he get in amongst it, he's quite hard like Lo Celso. He doesn't mind going in for a challenge. He's got that little sort of Lamela style Argentinian bite about him, but his passing is unreal. You think of the goal Son scored.
Jose relies on Lo Celso. He does, and he will play him. He will come back when he's hopefully for the next couple of games he'll be back. He's an important cog for Jose's style of play.
But you can't rely on someone that's always injured. That's the problem.
That's his first big injury, though, isn't it?
He's had a few. It's his first big injuries, but he's had a number of injuries across the course of the season. There's
dodgy
been
hamstring.
These Argentinians, man. I thought they eat loads of steak, and they should be beefed up. Lamela's been out for 7 years, always got an injury. Lo Celso now, mate. They need to stop going Argentina.
I think listening to the players when they've come on here, how physical the Premiership is. It's different. Tanguy, he's admitted that the Premiership is miles different to the French League.
Yeah.
Physically, it's miles different. And he's just not got the engine on him, Tanguy, to power up and down that pitch. He's good going forward, but when he comes back, he's so lacklustre. When he's coming back and he's got a cover in there with Højbjerg. It's just a bit of a mess at the moment.
Right. Okay. So let's talk about the Arsenal penalty then. So, I have to hold my hands up. Right. At the time, I think what happened was I had a phone call. We had a takeaway yesterday, and I had a phone call to say from the delivery driver to say that he was at the door. And I'm kind of watching the TV, and I'm like, right, okay. And the ball's gone out, I think, for I don't know if it went out for a goal kick or something like that. And I thought, right, we're safe. We're in possession. We're safe. By the time I come back in, and I've heard my son go, fucking hell. And I thought, fuck, they've scored. And he went, what's the matter? He goes, oh, they've got a penalty. I was like, fuck's sake. So I had to look back. And to me, it looked like a penalty. The replay, it looked like a penalty. But then you see another angle, and everyone's saying it's not a penalty. So, gents, like, I thought it was a penalty.
He said he miskicked it. He's air kicked it. He air kicked it straight away, and he's just lost control of the ball.
But
then he's
Sanchez
gone whacking into Sanchez. It's not a penalty for me.
So do you think that he clatters into Sanchez, or Sanchez clatters into him? Because Sanchez is coming across to try and block the shot.
But he's got his where it looks bad. He's got his foot up high, isn't he? Because the ball's up that high to be hit, and he's tried to volley it.
Yeah,
and he's air kicked it, and he's just coming across the cover like that. And where he's kicked it onto him, he's kicked Sanchez as he's come in for the tackle. It's not a penalty. I don't care. It's just not a penalty.
Andy, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, it's not a cut and dry, but maybe 20 years ago that would not be a penalty. But in today's game, that's a penalty because Sanchez made contact with him, whether he miskicked it or not. So I guess it's a foul.
But the ball's gone.
Yeah, but it's still a foul.
Madge, what's your thoughts?
This is the thing. In this modern era with VAR, on VAR, it looks like a stonewall penalty, but he's played his ball, like he's had that poor connection with it. He's had a miskick, and then it's come afterwards. So he's had no infringement, so to speak, because he's still got his shot off. Yeah. So that is the counter argument to say, when someone gets fouled, it's like, well, there's an infringement there. They've not been able to get their shot off, therefore it's a free kick. Yep. So in another part of the pitch, you could argue against it being even a free kick because it's like, well, you've played the ball. But it's like Lamela's first yellow card. He wins the ball, but it's from behind, so you can't do that.
Well, so that's exactly that. That's what I was going to say. That
that's the irritation.
If you listen to the commentators, they say, they say that's a foul, like. And they go, that's a foul. And they watch the replay. They go, that's a foul. And then they watch the replay and they go, oh, he got the ball, but his follow through took him out, or his trailing leg took him out. He's got two legs. He can't do nothing about the trailing legs.
That's right.
So how is that a foul? That's the problem with the modern game. So it's a magic. Sorry, Magic. So carry on. So as you say, anywhere else on the pitch, that's not. You think that's not going to.
And the thing with Sanchez, he's damned if he does, and he's damned if he doesn't. Because if he gets the shot off and he goes top bins and he doesn't put the challenge in, we're all going, Davinson Sanchez is shit. Yeah. Why has he not put a challenge in? But
he had to put a challenge in. Yeah. He had to. He had no choice whatsoever. Yeah.
But it's just frustrating. But I can't really remember the build-up of play. I think I'm similar to you, Steve. I had a dominoes on the go yesterday with the old Mother's Day going on. And it's like, apparently Hugo was at fault for passing the ball out or something, the way it's gone.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, and so I need to watch that back to see that bit because, it's just like... But again,
it's not, if you watch it back, Madge, it's not a typical distribution from Hugo. So generally what he would do is, when he throws the ball out, he will roll it out to the nearest defender. Yeah. And from what I've seen, he's done a launch to go overarm, like to go like to I don't know, out to the wing or whatever, and then it's gone. Pepe's kind of lifted his leg up, brought it down, and whipped it straight into Lacazette's path, and and Lacazette's in on goal. So there's a lot of people, like, I've been on to a couple of Facebook pages today and all that, and they're all fucking Sanchez, fucking Sanchez, and you think, well, what about the distribution from Lloris? Because actually the decision was poor, to distribute in that situation.
And actually Sanchez had a good game. Sanchez
has been a lot better in the last... Yeah. Since Toby's come in next to him, he's looked a lot better.
They do work,
but a lot better.
Yeah.
Steady partnership.
Toby's listen, you don't change your centre-back pairing game and after game. You need to know what's going on. And for me, with Toby being the Rolls-Royce and the intellect, he's a Rolls-Royce with a few miles on the clock. It don't run as quick as it used to. But Davinson Sanchez has got the legs. So you go, right, he can cover if he gets exposed, and Toby can say to Sanchez, look, you need to be here. I likened it to when, when Ledley King used to play with Michael Dawson. There was one season under Martin Yeo when Michael Dawson looked amazing. That's when he got into the England squad. And it's because he's next to King, and you can watch King the whole game telling him where to be.
Yeah.
And it's very similar with Toby and Sanchez. So, like, his positional sense has been a lot better since Toby stepped in. So, but again... defensive individual errors. Like you look at our goal, a bit of class from Lamela against the runner play. Even the build-up play, if you remember, just before that, Lucas Moura held onto the ball for ages and then got it out to Gareth Bell. Great pass, Reggie, straight in, lovely. Their goals were both shit. Like,
so let's not.
They were.
Max, let's not worry about their goals now, because you spoke about Lamela's goal, and I think that's what, like, to finish off on this game. I just want to talk about Lamela's goal. I mean, I don't know about you, but I absolutely lost it. I couldn't believe what I'd seen. It was an absolutely amazing.
I nearly fainted. Like, literally, I got up screaming the word Lamela on repeat. Like, because it's just like, what? Like, and the thing is, it's no accident. He's done it before.
Yeah, he has.
And the technique of it was just unreal. Like, he curled a Rabona, like, on the floor, and he nutmegged someone at the same time.
Nutmeg Partey.
He nutmeg Partey. It's literally the most techers thing of all time, and it's just such a that performance though was just the most Lamela thing of all time. Does a Rabona get sent off? It was just Lamela summed up in one game, wasn't it?
Just proof that he can't use his right foot, isn't it?
Yeah, it is total proof. And in fact, when he did it, the first thing that came to my mind was, why didn't you hit it with your right foot? And then, of course, it went in that, flash of a second.
That was the first thing that came to your mind. I didn't even have time to think. I saw him hit it.
That's a right-footed shot. It's a right-footed curl.
All the time, I'm thinking with Lamela, use your right foot, and he never uses it.
Oh, mate, I just went absolutely mental. Just absolutely started screaming. It was unbelievable. I was Reggie, where Reggie's got his. That was me. I was running around the room going, I can't believe what I've just seen.
Amazing.
It was unbelievable. And as Matt said, I mean, that was the disappointing thing is that, we'll have this, like, a lot of people will reflect on in tweets and on podcasts and stuff for the immediate after, but everyone will remember the fact that we lost the game, number one. Secondly, everyone will remember the fact that he got sent off. Disputable sending off, by the way, as far as I'm concerned. Because I thought that, like, Tierney goes down like he's been shot, but actually Lamela's just holding him off. Like, he's just holding him off, really. And I thought it's a stupid gesture because he knew that he'd already been booked.
He's asking for trouble.
And he does need to learn to adjust his game once you've had that booking.
But as soon as Lamela came on, he was trying to kick people.
Oh, he did kick someone.
It was David Luiz. David Luiz he kicked out at, and he kicked out at someone else as well, around about the same time.
Yeah.
So he was just completely wound up for that game. And
but you want people wound up, but just needs to. You want them. You want them channeled. You want the players to to know what to show that they know what it means, but just to have that little bit of control. So that was anyway. So that was the Arsenal game. So Stace, I'll allow you one last sum up of that if you'd like.
We can do much better. We can do much better than what we did against Arsenal. We can do much better than that. I don't know what happened. I don't know why we didn't start on a positive note. Like, we do start games quite quick. We score goals quickly, don't we, usually? I don't know what went through him. I had a bit of nerves. Mixture of Jose and a mixture of players. It was just not good enough for me.
Okay. Right.
Yep.
So we'll quickly move on then. So we've got a few on this days. On this day in 1989, Sandro was born. I think he's 32 today. Happy birthday, Sandro. If you're listening, I doubt you are, but happy birthday.
He's only 32. I thought he'd be older. But...
No, apparently he's only 32. I don't know what he's doing. I think he must be playing somewhere. I don't know if his knees came up or what.
He's still got the gum shield in.
Yeah, he's moved into the ring or mixed martial arts. Did you ever see those videos of him doing all this fucking martial arts in the changing room?
Yeah, it was quite good, actually.
All the players wondering what the fuck was going on. It's amazing. Also, on this day in 1997, Spurs beat Leeds 1-0, with the only goal coming from Darren Anderton, and Leeds were managed that day by George Graham. So well done, Shaggy. Also, obviously, on this day yesterday, we've just been discussing, Eric Lamela scores an absolutely fucking massive Rabona and then gets himself sent off.